Spider-Man, Devil's Reign. Devil's Reign starts with Peter Parker in the hospital. His clone, Ben Reilly, has now assumed the title of Spider-Man and is being attacked by the Beyond Corporation and their head of superhero development, Maxine Danger. Not only does Ben have to worry about being broke like the Spider-Man we know and love, but also has an upgraded suit and an entire support team led by Marcus Montplaisir. Unfortunately, not everything is going Ben's way, as Wilson Fisk is now mayor of New York and has outlawed every vigilante in the city. Before the comic begins, Ben has just escaped imprisonment with the help of Fantastic Four members, The Thing and the Human Torch. Marcus turns up at the precinct Spider-Man was being held at, but the detective in charge tells him that he's already gone. But now that he's here, they've got a few questions to ask him, starting with Spider-Man's true identity. Meanwhile, Ben is dropped off on the street by The Thing and the Human Torch, but it's out of the frying pan and into the fire for him as he's caught off guard by a policeman. "Thought we were just gonna let you get away?" says the policeman as he fires a weapon that looks like it could vaporize the Hulk. Another officer sneaks up on Ben from behind and slaps on a power inhibitor. Poor Ben is then driven away in a van. On the other side, while Marcus is still figuring out Ben's whereabouts, he's abducted by some shadowy figure. While in the van, Ben has a hunch that something is wrong with the whole thing. When the policeman lets it slip that he's a fugitive in disguise and not actually a civilian, Spider-Man does Spider-Man things and breaks himself free. If my ribs weren't broken before, they definitely are now. Needless to say, the whole imprisonment and the jumping out of a moving van have started to take a toll on Ben's body. As the van turns around to come back for Spidey, he realizes just how strong the high-tech gun beside him is. At their apartment, Ben's girlfriend Janine is worried sick. No one has heard from him, even though he was broken out quite a while ago. "Hey babe, mind buzzing me up?" Janine is glad to see Ben back, mostly in one piece. It's revealed that the culprit behind Spider-Man's abduction from the streets is none other than the Rose, Wilson Fisk's son. He's trying to show his father who's the superior villain, and what other way than to capture and kill his greatest adversary, the Spider-Man. Except his plan failed, and that's exactly what these two gentlemen are here to tell him. After lashing out at his men, Rose reveals another trick up his sleeve, Marcus Montplaisir. Janine takes Ben back to Beyond, where he's stitched up. His doctor and Janine both tell him to take it easy since even with his advanced healing, his injuries can get worse. However, Ben doesn't plan on taking a break and reassures his worried girlfriend as the two share a kiss. The moment is interrupted by Maxine, who tells Ben that the weapon he brought back belongs to S.H.I.E.L.D. It belongs to a batch of munitions designed to combat the Hulk, which is why it packs the punch it does. Colleen Wing and Misty Knight join the party and tell Ben they've been gathering intel while he was recovering. According to them, the Rose got his hands on S.H.I.E.L.D. tech from the Pentagon and has been handing it out to local gangs for a subscription fee. Both Colleen and Misty were able to get the tech off the streets, but there's still the matter of Marcus's kidnapping. Wait, Marcus is missing? In a darkly lit room, the Rose continues to interrogate Marcus about Spider-Man's identity, who doesn't budge an inch. The Rose doesn't have the stomach for torture. He figures he'll find some other use for Marcus. Back in his office, he hears a news broadcast from the police asking for the public's help to catch Spider-Man. Right then and there, he hatches a plan to trap Spider-Man by using Marcus as bait. As Ben swings around the city in his search for Marcus, he's given a call by Maxine. "You wouldn't happen to be getting arrested right now?" "I don't think so." "Then you might want to head to the East Village." At the East Village, a rather bulky Spider-Man is being arrested by the police. Someone's been hitting the buffets while on the run. Ben, realizing they've got the wrong guy, makes quick work of the policemen by swinging them around and zapping them with their own batons. He unmasks the other Spider-Man to find that it's Marcus. "Ben, it's a setup. We gotta get out of here." Too late. The Rose incapacitates both of them with his shield gun. He then goes off on a long monologue about how he brilliantly managed to trap Spidey. You know, as most villains do. Ben realizes that the guy's a chatter and decides to keep him talking until he can figure out an escape plan. Fortunately for him, he doesn't have to. The Rose is caught off guard by Marcus, paralyzes him with a shock, and then knocks him out with a hook to the face. Both Ben and Marcus try to walk away, but Ben's too injured to be doing any swinging. And now that the cops are here looking for him, Ben starts thinking on his feet. He then asks Marcus for his spider suit. Huh? Why? They're looking for Spider-Man, aren't they? Back at the Beyond headquarters, Marcus thanks Ben for looking out for him, who tells him it comes with the job of being a friend. At the comic's end, the police are pretty excited about finally having caught Spider-Man, but much to their dismay, it's none other than their boss's son dressed up as the vigilante.